Okay, guys, welcome to episode 2 of Alternate Takes. Today's episode is Godzilla vs. Kong. I'll be letting Steven do most of this because it was his idea for an alternate idea of how the movie should have gone.
I took some from what you said after the movie. There's some that you're going to notice.
Okay, so I get some credit to it.
You get
mainly Steven.
Yeah. So, if you guys watched our pop podium for Godzilla vs. Kong, you remember how we said the main part of the podium was minimal cringe. And we were like, basically only because what we call the Scooby-Doo gang, the Millie Bobby Brown gang, was only maybe like 5 minutes of max cringe.
Yeah.
Which usually is a good half hour of these kind of movies for no good reason. I seriously don't understand why they keep doing it. Because I was watching clips of Kong, that Skull Island movie a few years ago, and it had like Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson or whatever in it. And I'm like, I really don't care about these A-list actors, though.
Yeah, you want Kong.
Like, I'm here for the B movie.
Yeah,
I'm here for... But anyways, so we obviously came to the conclusion, get rid of the cringe, but you also said you really liked that other group, the adventure group that was with Kong. They're the ones that were more like, we said they were the adventure group.
You know, the Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
That group, right? Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? That's a really good point. It wasn't just the fact that in this one, the humans in general sucked. They didn't actually all suck in this one, for once, for a change.
Yeah.
But, what if we just took, so the adventure team was basically Journey to the Center of the Earth team.
Essentially, yeah.
That was what they were. So I was like, okay, what if we just change the Scooby-Doo team and make it the Nautilus team? Like, take another Jules Verne story.
Yeah.
So my idea was, have Millie Bobby Brown, her father, and I think her mother. Her mother's still alive. I don't remember.
I think she is.
I think they're all still alive.
Wrong. I think she is, though.
Or just have her and her father, because they already had the father in the movie. They never showed the mom, so I don't know what's going on.
Maybe not, yeah.
I really don't remember.
I don't remember the last movie,
Yeah. All I remember is Godzilla defeated King Ghidorah. Yeah. That's all I remember. Yeah. But anyways, have them in like a submarine following Godzilla around. That's how their part of the movie starts.
Yeah.
So they're in like the super duper submarine following Zilla around, and then he goes on to that one island in Pensacola, and they've been watching him, so they're like, this is odd even for Godzilla. It's like, why is he doing this? And this time, don't have him Millie Bobby Brown is the only one in the family who thinks something's up.
Yeah.
The dad also knows all about Godzilla.
The dad seems to be working for like the government or something. Like,
he works for Monarch.
Right, yeah, he's very capable.
But like, they always do this in these kind of movies, like, oh, the kid knows more. It's like, well,
it's like the Disney thing, where the kids are way more competent than adults. It's like, well, not really, though. Not in real life.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And it would be okay, I feel, if it was like, okay, the father also agrees with her. Like, the girl brings it up because she's very emotional about Godzilla.
Yeah.
Have her be the emotional anchor to Godzilla, just like the girl on the other team.
Like the sign language girl.
Yeah, the sign language girl.
Okay.
And then have the father be the intelligent anchor. And if you want to explain her intelligence a little more, be like, well, she's been learning marine biology aboard this ship. She doesn't go to school anymore. Yeah. Because why would she?
Yeah.
You know?
After the last movie.
After the last movie, this girl has experienced a giant radioactive lizard.
Yeah.
And her parents do work in the higher levels of Monarch.
Her homeschooling could probably be better than the public school system. So,
they literally showed her in public school. Like, really? I don't believe that.
Yeah, no.
A higher up at Monarch?
Yeah. I think most, like, people higher up government facilities will like specialize at least a private school. Yeah. You know, of all things, but they have to make it relatable.
So have them do that. That's the first part of the movie.
Yeah.
Because they don't even show them that much in the movie, so there's not even that many spots to fill.
She wasn't that much in the movie.
The second section is let's have it where Godzilla, after they take Kong out, before that fight on the aircraft carrier, Godzilla briefly visited Skull Island because he was looking for Kong. Yeah. So have him briefly visit Skull Island.
That'd be a cool shot.
The other team, now Nautilus team, shows up at Skull Island, and then they get to see Godzilla at Skull Island for a little bit, while the other team is now doing the whole Journey to the Center of the Earth thing.
With Kong.
Then, all of a sudden, Godzilla interacts maybe with Millie Bobby Brown a little bit, because I think that'd be cool. But instead, you know, Kong was like very Caesar-esque, very, you know, approachable. Have it where Godzilla is like more of an alpha titan, because he's going to win in the end anyways. Yeah. Have it where you see a little tiny girl in front of him, and then he just roars laser beams into the sky. He doesn't do the whole touchy-feely shit.
Like sign language home thing.
He doesn't do any of that, because it's Godzilla. Yeah. So instead, have him do that, then he just goes out to sea. Then we see the giant fight.
Right? Yeah.
And then, much later on in the movie, oh, okay, now we bring these characters back in, they need to go to Hong Kong to watch the fight. And that's all they do, to just watch the fight. Because she had no use other than that. Like, that team had no use other than just watching it. Because it didn't solve anything anyway.
Yeah. There must have been some alternate take where they did solve it. Like we said with the hacking scene. Because they try and hack Mechagodzilla, but nothing happens anyway.
No way.
So there's no point in them being there.
Yeah.
They were just there for, I don't know why, honestly.
And did you notice there was also that very abrupt jump?
It was, yeah. I think there was like a... Yeah, like a recut kind of thing.
Did I just? But I don't care because that's not the main point of the movie.
It was so unimportant to us.
It was so. Yeah. I was happy they did the jump cut because that means they got rid of something that was garbage.
Yeah, I will say definitely the way you said it, the way you're explaining it, would be a lot, I think, more cohesive in a way because, like, I think you almost had to root for King Kong the way they showed it because like we saw he had a human element because there was a team with him like following him the whole time. Whereas Godzilla, we didn't know what he was. He was just kind of like he would just show up. Yeah. Right, which is cool for like a regular Godzilla movie, but when it's like Godzilla versus Kong and you're humanizing Kong so much and he loses anyway, it's like maybe have a team like you said following Godzilla around so we get a similar treatment of both characters.
It'd be cool to have a similar
instead of being like 99% Kong shots and just like Godzilla winning the fight.
They team up in the end, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think they should have shown more of Godzilla interacting with just in general, just doing stuff like it's in a submarine, which he's a water-based guy anyway. And it's like a cool, classic, like...
Exactly what I thought. Because I was like, the main reason we liked that other team so much was they were an adventurous team.
Yeah. Not two kids and a guy trying to hack the government, whatever they're trying to do.
Like, we've seen that so many times since the 80s. Please stop it. Please.
Yeah. That was very bad.
It stopped working like 10 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, it seemed like they just wanted to put Millie Bobby Brown in it, which is fair, because she's like star power and stuff, but then they didn't know what to do with her. Yeah. So they just put her on this team to go find Mechagodzilla. It didn't matter. He got activated anyway. Yeah. So like they could have showed us those scenes through like just regular camera, third person, not through characters. But yeah, I like that idea a lot. Submarine team.
So now for the Mechagodzilla part, though, do what you said. Just focus on that one dude who heads Monarch. Yeah. Like
the guy in charge, right?
Yeah, just focus on him. He's now a third team for Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. That's okay. It. Yeah, because you know what? The complaint I had that I was telling you was he was like almost too cartoonish of a villain.
He was,
And it's like his goal in the movies, in that movie, was to make Mechagodzilla so we have like a fighting chance against the Titans and like what are the apex predators again. And like they make like he's some crazy bad guy. And it's like that's a very fair, smart thing to do.
Probably honestly the most agreeable team.
Yeah. It's like, is Godzilla always a good guy? No, he destroys cities. Even King Kong was like throwing jets and stuff. So it's like we should have a way to fight because we use jets and like missiles to no avail. So why not have a huge robot that can fight them? Or at least, but they're like, oh no, he's just like some cartoonish, like 80s villain, basically. So having him as like a third perspective in the movie, building Mechagodzilla, could show how like, he had good intentions, but he ultimately failed. Yeah. You know, and like in the same way, I think the way they had it, where like King Ghidorah's brain took over.
That was awesome.
I think it was really cool. They keep that.
That was an awesome twist.
I think keep that. So like, humans aren't the bad guy in this, but like he was trying his best, but just got too overzealous and couldn't control his creation like a Frankenstein monster kind of thing.
Perfect.
And then, but like focus on like his humanity and how he feels bad about that. Make a little more like a real dramatic scene, and then into like a funny thing.
He was overly cartoonish.
He was ridiculous, and he did not have bad motives. No. Like he was doing what any good guy would have done in any other movie. Yeah. But they made him seem bad because he was going against Godzilla and King. Oh no, poor Godzilla! Are you kidding me? Like we just saw him destroy
poor giant radioactive lizard.
We saw him murder like
I'm Team Zilla, so I'm cool with that. But
yeah, it's fair. But it just.
That was all for that one scene with the skull crawlers in the arena, which we could have seen if it was just focused on him.
That was a really cool scene. When they were like, when he was fighting the skull crawlers in the suit, which, again, like you said, they could have just shown us that. Because, like, this is a movie, they can show us whatever they want to show us through a camera. Yeah. We don't need a main character there. Yeah. And if they made that guy a third team, he could have been one of the main characters. Anyway, so I think it would have been better. We could have all the cool shots without any of, like, the filler stuff for no reason. Which would have condensed the action a little more, I think, too,
So basically make the one team more adventurous by taking another Jules Verne story, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, making them the Nautilus team, and then focusing for maybe 3 minutes in total on that one dude and his plot. Because that's about how much they actually focused on him.
Oh, Bernie?
No.
The Monarch. The head of Monarch,
Just focus on him.
We don't need a crazy amount of him. Just enough to kind of like, establish who he is,
Because even in total, if you do it the way I'm, thinking, the Nautilus team you only see for maybe 10 minutes max too, so it's not even that much to shoot.
Yeah, it's not a huge change, honestly. Yeah. It's really not. Like, most of those scenes stay the same. Yeah. So.
But let us know what you guys think. Maybe what you guys would have done differently. Because this is just our alternate take. We are not.
Give us any suggestions you guys would have for alternate takes. For this movie too.
Yep. All right. We'll see you next time.